ठीक है। हाँ बेटे, वो कनेक्शन डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था। अभी ठीक है?
यस सर।
अभी ठीक है बेटे?
यस सर।
अभी आ रहा है?
यस सर।
अच्छा चलो ठीक।
जी
नहीं, आवाज आपकी, आप लोगों की सही नहीं आ रही। क्या हो रहा है? जी नूरिन, आवाज आ रहा है?
यस सर।
आवाज आ रही है नूरिन? नूरिन,
यस सर।
मारिया, आवाज आवाज आ रही
सर।
है?
यस सर। यस सर।
सर आ
मोहम्मद,
रही है।
अच्छा ठीक है, चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। जो बीच में डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था। हाँ, चलो। So, you know what the tear? It has got a 3 layer of tear film. ये आवाज कैसी आ रही है बीच में? ठीक है, आज म्यूट कर दिया सबको। हाँ, सुने भाई। So tear film, it has got a 3 layers. Outer layer, middle layer, and inner layer. The outer layer is secreted by the lid margin. And outer layer, you know the thickness of outer layer is 0.1 micrometer, and it mainly of the waxy and glycerol esters and some polar lipids. This lipid layer actually we call is a lipid layer, oily layer, and it is outermost layer and secreted by the lid margin. And you know what the lid margin, they have a glands of Z's, gland of Morse, and Muberman glands, and these are secret the oily layer. And the function this oily layer of the make it is prevent the evaporation of the tear film, evaporation of tear film, and number one, moistening of the surfaces of the conjunctiva. You know what the under lid there is conjunctiva, moistening the interior surface. And the middle layer is mainly, this middle layer is that 7 micrometer. Here is 0.1, but is the aqueous layer, middle layer is the 7 micrometer, and it contain the salts, glucose, urea, and other is the antibodies also in this, and lysosome also contained by this layer. And function of this layer is moistening and spreading of the this watery layer over the interior surface, and drainage the debris, whatever the wash out the whatever the foreign body and other is the dust is washed out by this layer. And it contains the lysosome, it is a bactericidal effect, and also antibodies also contained by this layer. So this layer is secreted by the basic secretion is continuous secretion throughout, even we are in sleeping, that is this layer, this tear is secreted by the that accessory lacrimal gland. And accessory lacrimal, even you put the anesthesia drops, the less accessory lacrimal gland cannot see that, cannot stop the secretion. So accessory lacrimal gland is secrete this layer. And reflux secretion due to sympathy, due to foreign body, whatever the inflammation is secreted by the lacrimal gland proper. And lacrimal gland is present is outer and upper, that is the aspect of the eyeball. There is the lacrimal gland. It has got lacrimal gland is got the two lobes. One is palpebral lobe, other is the orbital lobe. Palpebral lobe is responsible for the formation of the tear film. And third layer, this one there, this layer is the that a mucus layer, a mucoid layer. And this mucus layer, how much thickness? This is 0.1, but is this one is a 0.02 to 0.05. And this layer is the thinnest layer of the tear film and is the inner layer of the tear film and is present over the surface of the that is conjunctiva and cornea. You know what this the epithelium microvilli, epithelium of microvilli is filled by this mucous layer, and the main function of this layer is make this surface from the hydrophobic to hydrophilic. Hydrophobic to hydrophilic. You know what the hydrophobic? When you put the oil over over the water, there is it acts as hydrophobic, and this create the drops of the oil, and you look at the water that there is the discrete hydrophobic, but this layer make that is hydrophilic, means smooth, that not hydrophobic like is pointed and discrete there, but is the form the smooth layer by this mucus layer. So these are the three layers. You know what three layers? Innermost is the mucus layer, middle is aqueous layer, and outermost is the lipid layer. And this inner layer secreted by the goblet cells and the crypts of Hennes which present in the conjunctiva. Goblet cells and crypts of Hennes. So these are secreted by the this conjunctiva. Other tear, you know what the tear, they secrete the 30 microliter. 30 microliter to make it one drop per minute. The secretion, continuous secretion is a 30 microliter per minute, and is spreading over the interior surface of eyeball. Make it is a functionable, means that if there is a no tear, that is the surface of eyeball become is skin like keratinized. Most of the patient have a dry eye and there is no secretion of the tear, and there's a surface surface become convert into the dry. There is a keratinization and skin like, and there is loss of vision also in the dry eye. Dry eye, and the condition in which the dry eye, that is Steven Johnson syndrome, chemical burn, and related dry eye like is Sjogren syndrome, that is dry, may lead to dry eye. Dry eye is you can treat it with the artificial tear, and we have a patient, Steven Johnson syndrome.
आवाज नहीं आ रही थी।
अभी सही है? ठीक है बेटे। हेलो हेलो।
यस सर, अब आ रही है।
Yes,
अभी
sir.
आ
Yes, yes, sir.
लेकिन आप लोग हैं तो सही क्लास में ना, ऐसे ऑन करके बैठे हो घर पे जो है ना। इंटरेस्ट है, इंटरेस्टेड
Yes,
है तो
sir.
चलाएं। हाँ
Sir.
यस सर कंटिन्यू करें।
जैसा
अच्छा
कंटिन्यू करें।
कंटिन्यू करें। अच्छा चलो ठीक है। So this one is a collecting drainage system of the tear film. Okay. Drainage, whatever the secretion of the tear film spreading over the interior surface and come in the medial meatus, medial canthus, and the medial there is a leckers, the collection of the tear and drain through there is the collecting system, drainage system. These are the there are, you look at the medial side, there are two puncti. There's opening of pinpoint opening of the opening and either to drain the tear, no, at medial side and upper lid and lower lid as well. So there is a canaliculi, upper canaliculi and lower canaliculi, and the upper canaliculi and lower canaliculi it has got a two portion. One is the vertical and a horizontal portion, vertical and horizontal, and they both are sometimes the both are direct open in the lacrimal sac. Sometimes usually that is that both are canaliculi to meet form is a common canaliculi and then open as the lacrimal sac. So lacrimal sac and this one is the nasolacrimal duct and it open in the inferior meatus and they drain the tear. First is the collector in the lacrimal sac and drain through inferior meatus and the nasopharynx and come in the through the esophagus and it is a gastric juice and mixed with gastric juice. So all the organism get is destroyed or killed by the gastric juice. So if there is any blockage, usually in the early age when baby born, there is the valve of Hessner. 20% of babies get is a non-perforation. Usually is automatically and spontaneously. There's when the baby get born, there is opening of the inferior inferior valve of a Hessner is perforated and drain the tear. Sometimes is a non-perforation and tear cannot pass through this is inferior through the inferior end of the nasolacrimal duct get is the blockage. So this NLD we called it the NLD block, nasolacrimal duct block, and in the early age in the congenital that is the blockage at the level of inferior end of the nasolacrimal duct, and in the old age and middle age and acquired type of the if there is the blockage and necrocystitis is there, the yearly blockage of the hair is the upper end of the nasolacrimal duct. So congenitally the blockage is the inferior end and acquired due to inflammation and to other cause blockage is the upper end and cause the epiphora. Epiphora, you know what the epiphora is, the watering from the eye due to blockage at the collecting system. Maybe blockage at this point, blockage, there is the puncti blockage and nasolacrimal duct inferior. So we call this the epiphora, and epiphora means lacrimation, watering from eye. And other is watering from eye due to lacrimation. There is overproduction of the tear. The overproduction of tear due to uh, over secretion, due to more secretion by the lacrimal gland. So here the lacrimal gland is present is the upper and lateral aspect, upper and lateral outer aspect, lateral aspect of the upper, that is fornix. So there is a lacrimal gland. It has got is a two lobe, no, palpebral lobe and is the orbital lobe. So the portion, you know what the portion of the collective system, common canaliculi here is this is the upper and lower canaliculi, lacrimal sac, nasolacrimal duct. These are the collective system, named the collective system. Okay, and other is there is a muscles, no, extraocular muscles. Extraocular muscles, you know about the there are 6 extraocular muscles. 4 are recti and 2 are oblique. Recti is superior rectus, inferior rectus, medial rectus, and lateral rectus. Superior oblique and inferior oblique. So that is supply, nerve supply of these extraocular muscle is the formula is LR6 SO4, remaining supply by the oculomotor nerve. LR6 SO4 and remaining is supplied by the oculomotor nerve, third nerve. LR means lateral rectus. Lateral rectus supplied by the sixth, which one is abduction nerve. Superior oblique is supplied by the superior oblique supplied by the fourth nerve, that is trochlear nerve, and remaining the extraocular muscle is a medial rectus. There is a superior rectus, inferior rectus, and inferior oblique is supplied by the oculomotor nerve. The 4 muscle is supplied by the oculomotor nerve, which one is third nerve, and superior oblique is supplied the fourth nerve, and lateral rectus is supplied by the sixth nerve. You know what how many nerves are related with the eye? There is a 6 nerve related with, out of 12 pair. The 6th pair, half of the pair is related with the eye. Start from the, you leave the that is first nerve. You know what the first nerve is, olfactory nerve is, now it is related with the nose, no. Second nerve, the optic nerve, and you will start from the 2nd to 7th, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal. The trigeminal, the ophthalmic part of the trigeminal is supply, sensory supplied to eyeball, and lower lid and the lower conjunctiva portion, lower conjunctiva is supplied by the sensory supplied by the lacrimal maxillary branch of the trigeminal nerve. Main is supplied the ophthalmic deviant, the sensory supply. The 5th nerve, 6th nerve is supplied to the lateral rectus, and 7th nerve to supply the albiculus ocular muscle. So 6 nerves related with the eye in order to supply the eyeball and eye structures. So extraocular we discuss there. No, whether the interior cornea, there is chambers of eyeball. You know what the chambers of interior chamber, and this one is the posterior chamber. So anterior chamber, you know what the anterior chamber, this one is the cornea, and the cornea and posterior surface of cornea and anterior surface of the iris, and there's a center is a pupil. This is anterior surface, anterior chamber of eyeball. Anterior chamber, and here is there is a anterior chamber angle, recess we call is the anterior chamber angle, and it is formed by it is in between the cornea and iris. The structure of this angle, the Sholby line is the Sholby line is nothing the termination of the Descemet membrane. Descemet membrane, which one is the anterior layer of the means anterior layer of the anterior chamber angle. Other one is the trabecular meshwork, the trabecular meshwork and the scalar spur and ciliary portion of the ciliary body and root of iris. These are the five structures present as the anterior chamber angle. Start from the interior, Sholby line, trabecular meshwork, scalar spur, and portion of the ciliary body and root of iris. These are this and anterior chamber. You know what? That there is aqueous and aqueous 0.3 ml aqueous present in the anterior chamber. And this is posterior chamber is a residual space which there is present of the aqueous, but is the other is the lens. This lens also present in the posterior chamber. This we called as the anterior segment, and anterior segment is got it has got is a two chambers, anterior chamber and posterior chamber. So lens is present in the posterior chamber, and other is space which present there is present in the aqueous. And aqueous is formed by the non-pigment epithelium of the ciliary body. You know that there is two epithelium of the ciliary body. Other is one is the non-pigment epithelium, other is pigment epithelium, and the epithelium is continuous with the retina. Retina, the retina, like the diagram is retina pigment epithelium, and sensory retina. Sensory retina, which reach at the ciliary body, becomes non-pigmented epithelium, and RP, retinal pigment epithelium, is converted into pigment epithelium of the ciliary body. That there's both a pigment when they reach at the level of the iris, both become is pigmented because of the need we have our need in order to protection from the of the light. So these are anterior segment. Anterior segment is contained of two chamber, anterior chamber and posterior chamber. The posterior chamber, this is space of the posterior chamber is contain 0.06 ml, 0.06 ml of tear present is that this posterior space of the posterior chamber. Remaining is the posterior chamber occupied by the lens. And the posterior segment, you know, posterior segment, there is a vitreous chamber. There is vitreous chamber. So this is all about the chambers and the portion how to divide the interior, intermediate, and posterior. So in order this one, this eyeball is divided into uh, three level by dividing the uval tract. This uval tract, you know what the uval tract, the iris and the ciliary body, but you know what ciliary body is pars palatica part of the ciliary body. We come is anterior. If there is inflammation of the this portion and the uvea get inflamed, we called is the anterior uveitis. If there is a other portion is pars plana part, this part also is a part of the ciliary body. This pars palatica is functionable part is that there is a muscles epithelium and secretion of the tear and muscle that there are three muscle present in the this pars palatica. You know what the how many muscles fibers of muscles in ciliary body? That is circular fiber, longitudinal fiber and a radial fiber of the ciliary body present in this pars palatica. But pars plana part we called it intermediate part, and this part pars plana part is intervention of surgical intervention of the in order to do the surgery of the posterior segment. We pass the injection through this portion. We pass through the other vitrectomy probe and also light probe pass through this is pars plana part, which is intermediate. If there is the intermediate uveitis, Intermediate uveitis we called is the pars planitis or the intermediate uveitis, and this portion is a posterior portion which is choroid, and other name is the choroiditis. If there is inflammation of this portion, choroiditis or posterior uveitis, and some disease which may lead to whole of the uveal tract to get inflamed, and we call is pain uveitis. Pain uveitis is an inflammation of the this portion, anterior, middle, and posterior portion. Pain uveitis. Pain means the whole of the uvea get is inflamed, and we call it pain uveitis. So relation with the segment wise, the anterior, intermediate, and posterior. So other is retina. You know what the retina it has got is 10 layers of the retina, 10 layers. And it starts from the outer to inner. Retina pigment epithelium. Yes. Okay. Retina pigment epithelium and layers of rods and cones. Red layers of rods and cones. And other is the external limiting membrane. Outer nuclear layer, outer plexiform layer, inner nuclear layer, and inner plexiform layer, ganglion cell layer, nerve fiber, and internal limiting membrane. These are the 10 layers of the retina. As a whole, you start from the retinal pigment epithelium, layer of rods and cone, outer plexiform layer, outer nuclear layer, outer plexiform layer, inner nuclear layer, inner plexiform layer, ganglion layer, nerve fiber, and is internal limiting membrane. These are the 10 layer of the retina. And other structure wise, the retina is divided into mainly the outer is the retina pigment epithelium and inner is sensory retina. And since sensory retina further divided into structure wise the photoreceptor cells, these are photoreceptor cells start from the retina pigment epithelium up to outer plexiform layer. Outer plexiform layer here is the synapse in between the photoreceptor cell and bipolar cells. The bipolar cells also at the inner plexiform layer synapse with the ganglion cell. The ganglion cell is continuous with the nerve fibers and goes to form optic nerve and optic chiasma and go on onward toward the brain and peritectal area. So these are the 10 layers and structure wise. Another end is the retina is it has got is the fibrous and nuclear layer. Fibrous layer. One is the retinal pigment epithelium. Fibrous layer is the uh, uh, outer plexiform layer is the fibrous layer. Inner plexiform is the fibrous layer. No fibers, the fibrous layer. And nuclear layer is the outer nuclear layer, the nuclei of the photoreceptor cells, and inner nuclei, the nuclei of the bipolar cells, and ganglion cell, the nuclei of the nerve fibers. These are the nuclear layer. Three nuclear layer, three nerve fiber layer, it come in the sensory retina. And outer is the retinal pigment epithelium. So three classification in order to, one is the random wise, the 10 layers of the retina. You start from the retinal pigment epithelium up to the inner limiting membrane. So 10 layer, other is the layer structure wise, is the retinal pigment epithelium and the structure is the photoreceptor cell, and bipolar cell and ganglion nerve fiber cell. And three nerve fiber as a sensory retina, it got three nerve fibers and three nuclear layers. These are the layers of the retina. You know the retina, the detachment of retina. Other is the schisis of retina. You know what the retina detachment, usually the retina pigment epithelium. Here retina pigment epithelium, get detached. Here get detached. The sensory retina get detached from retinal pigment epithelium. We called is the retinal detachment. Retinal detachment. The word is retinal detachment is sensory retina separate from the retinal pigment epithelium by the SRF, subretinal fluid. And retinoschisis. Retinoschisis may be splitting up this outer plexiform layer into two layers. Sensory retina divided into two layers at the present of outer plexiform or inner plexiform, usually outer plexiform. So we call the retinal schisis. A retinal detachment, sensory retina detached from the retinal epithelium. So this all about the anatomy of the retina. And next layer, is somewhat is physiology of the that eyeball, and other is cornea. You know what cornea? Cornea, it has got 5 layers. Outer is a outer is a pigment epithelium, and other second layer is the Bowman layer, and third one layer is the stroma. Fourth layer is the Descemet membrane, and fifth layer innermost is the endothelium. So 5 layer. 5 layer is the epithelium, and number 1, number 2, the Bowman layer of the cornea, stroma of the cornea, maximal portion thickness contribute the stroma of the cornea, and fourth is Descemet membrane, and fifth one the endothelium. So how the cornea make it transparency, we discuss in the second lecture, third lecture. And aqueous, the formation of aqueous, where from the aqueous, and what the function of aqueous, we discuss some is the physiology of the of the aqueous, and the function of the lens. We discuss the physiology in the next lecture, and after that is the 2 lecture for the area of refraction. So okay. ओके बेटे, आप जी आपने अंडरस्टैंड कर लिया? सही है बेटे, समझ लिया जोया?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, ओके।
Yes, sir.
आज
Yes, sir.
हमने ब्रॉड एनाटॉमी कर ली है, लास्ट लेक्चर भी था, अभी भी लेक्चर था, 2 लेक्चर हो गए एनाटॉमी पे। अब एक थोड़ा फिजियोलॉजी जो है ना पे करेंगे, फंक्शन जो है ना आप करेंगे, और उसके बाद 2 लेक्चर हम एरर ऑफ परफेक्शन करेंगे, ठीक है? 5 लेक्चर, उसके बाद फिर ENT वाले शुरू हो जाएंगे। हाँ, तो 3 लेक्चर बाकी रहते हैं, ठीक है? ठीक है भाई, ओके। आप लीव करें, स्टॉप करें? कोई क्वेश्चन तो नहीं पूछना? हाँ जी, आप कोई एनी क्वेश्चन?
सर
जी
जो लास्ट थर्ड म्यूजिक लेयर थी ना, कौन
जी,
कौन
क्या क्या नीलम क्या कह रही हो? क्या कह रही हो? आवाज सही नहीं आ रही। हाँ नीलम बताओ क्या कह रही हो? आवाज अभी हाँ
सर मैं कह रही थी कि जो टीयर फिल्म है ना, उसकी जो लास्ट वाली लेयर है, म्यूसिन लेयर या म्यूकस लेयर, उसके जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं वो क्या हैं सर? वो आप रिपीट कर दें प्लीज।
उनका फंक्शन रिपीट करूं? फंक्शन
नहीं सर, वो बनता कैसे है, उस मतलब वो कंस्टिट्यूएंट्स उसके क्या हैं?
हाइड्रोफोबिक और हाइड्रोफिलिक नहीं होता है, हाइड्रोफोबिक और हाइड्रोफिलिक में कन्वर्ट करते हैं।
नहीं, ये जो बच्ची पूछ रही है ना, बच्ची जो पूछ रही है ना, ये पूछ रही है, ठीक है ना? ये म्यूकोप्रोटीन्स होती हैं, ठीक है ना? म्यूकोप्रोटीन क्या होती है? रिच है ना, म्यूसिन जो होते हैं ना, म्यूकोप्रोटीन होती हैं। दीज आर सीक्रेट बाय द गॉबलेट सेल्स एंड क्रिप्स ऑफ हैनर्स, और इनका फंक्शन जो है दैट इट मेक इज सरफेस फ्रॉम हाइड्रोफोबिक टू हाइड्रोफिलिक, हाइड्रोफोबिक टू हाइड्रोफिलिक, और ये म्यूसिन लेयर जो होती है, म्यूकोप्रोटीन जो होती है, बहुत थिन होती है। और इम्पोर्टेंस इनकी यह है कि ये लेयर बना देती है, तो उसके ऊपर वाटर जो है ना ठहर जाता है। ठीक है, समझे
जी
बेटे?
सर, जी सर, थैंक यू।
हाँ, और एनी क्वेश्चन? एनी क्वेश्चन? स्टॉप करें? हाँ भाई, आसिया बताओ। हेरा, ये सारे जो है ना आप ऑनलाइन होकर जो है ना वो चली जाती है ना। हाँ,
चेक को भरा नहीं भरा नहीं भरा या मांगे वाला ना तो मुंह तो अपन ओ केर कर दो देरी के नहीं भरे करे तो जो मुंह तो अपन
ये देख रहे हो? हाँ, ये बेचारी दीपा जो है ना वो घर में बैठकर, हाँ, दीपा घर में बैठकर अपनी अम्मी के साथ जो है ना सारी शेयर कर रही है जी। हाँ, हिरा क्या कह रही है बताओ? मेरा जो है ना लगता है कि या तो समझ में नहीं आया या तो जो है ना। चलो, खुदा हाफिज।